Today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the best ways that you can improve your aim in CSGO. So if you enjoy this video, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future content. And let's dive into the ways you can improve your aim in CSGO, and it's worked for me over the past couple of months. So we're going to get straight into it. We're using Refrag for this. So I've logged into my Refrag here, and you can see here it tracks my pre-fire attempts, my save grenades, all that good stuff. All I'm going to do is click play now, and then it's going to pop up with the location. If I wanted to be VAC secure, 120 a tick, of course we do. Going to hit play now, and that's going to generate a server IP and a password for you to join. But just to clear up straight away, this isn't a workshop map. It's not just going into a practice with bots and then having to put in cheat codes to change it so that you can get unlimited money and stuff like that. This is a dedicated server that you can access that saves all of your practice and your nades. And you can see now our server's ready. So we're going to copy this link, and then we're going to go back into CSGO. If we open up the console, just copy and paste that in and go, and it's going to load us into the server. So every single time you want to play, it creates a fresh server link that only you can access. You have to share it out with others if you want them to join. And here, it will track much more things than just getting your aim good. So we posted a video the other day about how you can use this to improve your utility, which I highly recommend watching. This down below. But you can practice utility with, save custom nades in it that will stay there forever. They're linked to your account. And then there's also ways to practice your aim. So whenever you get into Refrag, what you'll see is a lobby like this. You're going to have some bots on it. You can shoot those, you can shoot this button if you want to do a 100 kill challenge, and as soon as you start shooting, it'll activate the timer. We're not going to do that, but this is where you can see it here. 73 is my fastest. I'm a little bit slow compared to Arrow. So this alone is a nice little warm-up, and I would recommend you do this before pre-fire. Maybe come in here and just shoot a couple hundred bots, you know, just get a feel for how things are. But if you look at the right here, you can see on practice, there's Restrat and Nadar. So Nadar is what the other video that's linked down below covers, and that's how you learn nades. Recoil Trainer has been recently added. We'll look at that another day. And then Restrat, it's like demo reviews, and Bootcamp, I think, isn't live yet. If I shoot this, it says coming soon at the bottom. So interesting to see what Bootcamp is going to bring. So if you are new to Refrag and how this works, all you have to do is shoot on like the button you want. In this case, it's pre-fire. We shoot that on the left. You'll see it comes up to pick a map. So you can pick any choice. You can hit E to go to next to see all the new maps, like Tuscan and Anubis are in there. But in this case, I'm going to go for Inferno. It's my good old faithful. We hit 2, and that's going to load us into Inferno. In this case, I'm going to close the chat because I don't need to hit start, because you can see on my screen here, on the left-hand side, it has pre-fire. Do I want to play? Do I want to stop? We're currently on game mode competitive. I can put that into practice or competitive, change your pick. I like having it on competitive for my warm-up. So which means if I go on 1 and hit play, it loads me in, and you see at the bottom of the screen, well, my webcam's actually covering it, unfortunately. It tells you in the chat area that we're doing Arena B site. And this is where, if I was to do restart, it will restart my current arena. So maybe I get midway through it, the timing feels off or something, I want to restart it, I can do. These bots will shoot back, and I'm going to move just to showcase this. I'm not going to shoot back, we'll have the knife out. Timer comes on the screen as soon as you move a key. So there's multiple ways this is useful. One, for crosshair placement. So say, for example, you're new to the game, and you are always running in this angle with your crosshair in this placement here that you can see. And you're swinging this corner, and let's say you swung it very wide. If you were to swing this corner lightly, and you wonder why you're getting killed from coffins, like that, it's because your crosshair placement is incorrect. Now, even for me, I would have had my crosshair placement probably here. And for context, I am currently faced at level 5, pushing for level 6. A couple months before I started using Refrag, I was level 2 or 3. So it's definitely helped me, but my instinct would have been to sort of place around this block for this peak, which was kind of, the lower to the block is actually pretty much bang on. Middle to this block is bang on for this peak. So if I was to sort of practice my jiggle peaks is another thing here. One, it helps for crosshair aiming, okay? So we've established that already. If by default I was aiming here and I swing that corner, I'm probably going to die because I'm looking in the completely wrong position. Hence the headshot that just happened. Second is you can use this just to practice jiggle peeking. Like, honestly, you could do this, so but you can just jiggle this and make sure that you've got the jiggle angle down of how you want to peek it. And then let's say we clear this bot, so like that, dead. Okay, you want to clear the next one. Where's that angle at? How am I going to jiggle peek that? How am I going to get the kill? Okay, that's that headshot. What's next up? As I was saying, as you start to process through it, the headshots and the dinks, and sort of getting an idea where the position is going to be, you know, it's fighting. So here, this is one, like for right now, it's sort of figuring out, and this is practice for me because I've been cut off by it. It's figuring out that in this position, okay, you've cleared coffins, you've cleared dark, maybe you have a smoke down on CT, so you don't have to worry about that. Is where should you be fighting? Now, and I'm going to jump in now real quick in the middle of the video, just to say this is not a sponsored video, but if you've liked what you've seen so far from Refrag, you can actually use my code FOSS to save 15% off, and it'd be greatly appreciated because it just supports me, and you guys get the benefit of this absolutely unreal service, but not sponsored. There is a guy second orange is deep. So second orange is deep does not see you until after you clear that pillar angle, and then you go for second oranges. So if you were swinging this, going, oh, I'm going to get the kill second oranges, and you're exposing yourself completely to pillar, that's where you might be going wrong. So this is where it can help reinforce how you're picking this. Obviously, you're coming up banana, you want CT to be smoked. Your first fight is coffins. Then your second fight is this sort of off angle on coffins. Then you want to clear dark. Now sometimes they may have boosted a player here, but often it'll just be that headshot angle. Then someone fountain. And there's different angles you can play on fountains. It can't cover every single pre-fire, but it's the general direction you should be looking in. Then you want to clear pillar. Then you want to clear second oranges. At the top of your screen, you can see there's now 5 enemies remaining. So the next stage is, and this is another one, you can obviously get all the way up here to check this angle on this pillar before being seen by CT. Cool. You can also get all the way up here and you can clear the new box angle before being seen by CT. So you can clear that angle completely. Then you can take the CT fight. Cool. Then where's the next one going to be? You need to clear boost. Dead. Like last player, going to be playing that off angle. That's essentially what it is. And as you complete it, it will take you through each stage. So this stage is now taking over the site. And you'll see if I picked out the wrong way, I'm going to get shot in the back probably from coffins. Player there. No one else playing coffins. It's second orange is dead. I got 4 players left. Yep, someone was deep ruins, okay? And it just resets you when you die, so you can just go again. So I know I want to take this player out. I know there's a headshot angle here I need to clear. There is that guy on site that I can see, and he isn't shooting me. Not sure if he can see me or not. 4 deagle body shots to get the kill. So there is someone deep ruins, so we want to go clear that. Dead. So 3 players left. Now, I haven't done this a lot. I know it's going to be 2 players dark, 1 player new box. But it's how you're taking these fights and these positions. So there's going to be 1 guy close to dark, and then some guy deep. And you're also going to have someone on new box. And then it's going to take you for the A push. And this is how you take brackets control and so on. But that's this is the core of what pre-fire is. And I like that it comes without X-ray on. If you play other maps, it typically has X-ray on by default. And as good as that can be for very, very beginner, you can fall into the trap of not turning it off and relying on it. And then that can bring a bit of a downfall. So keeping X-ray off is huge. Because that way you're going to sort of manually learn what you need to be clearing. So we know we need to clear that angle, then this angle. Then we're going to come and we need to clear long a bit further. And now you want to crossfire and clear short. Then there's also pillar to clear. There's going to be someone deep long that we need to clear. Then there's going to be balcony, under short, and probably cubby. So the first one we see is balcony. And then you can swing cubby completely without being seen by this balcony corner. And sometimes you only learn this by doing these maps. And then that brings it up. So say, for example, your team are focusing on Inferno and Mirage, the 2 main ones. You've hopped in, you've shot 200, 300 bots, and then you've done your pre-fire in Inferno, and you're like, okay, now I need to go to Mirage. You don't need to go back into the main menu and load into another server, or open another custom match. You literally just go into the chat, put in .map, and you can change the map to Mirage. And again, we're in competitive, we're going to hit press 1, and it's going to load us in for taking ramp control. This is just a fantastic way to learn both your crosshair placement, I say both, your crosshair placement, your jiggle picking, and then what angles to expect people to be holding. Like, early level CS is very all over the place, is the best way I can say it. You're not necessarily going to have someone on that angle, you're not necessarily going to have someone sandwiched, but it's just good protocols to get into that, okay, I'm clearing this angle, I need to clear here. Then my next logical one is someone holding close, and you can hold that tight angle. Then I want to come out and I want to check sandwich. Then I want to check that headshot angle. Then, is anyone close? Is anyone aggressed? Yes, someone has aggressed. Has anyone got deep? Yes, someone's got deep. That kind of thing. That's the ramp clear. And then it takes you on to pushing out of a ramp. What's the next protocol? So, okay, we're probably going to be triple. Yep, someone's triple. It's just getting that mental workflow. It just takes you through that little procedural of everything you need to do. But you see the point I'm making. And this has been a core of what I've done. Pre-fire is my biggest one outside of just shooting bots and trying to learn recoil control. The pre-fire maps has helped me so much for my T-side rating, and it's what ultimately has helped me climb from that like level 3 that would sometimes drop into level 2 position to now being able to maintain level 5 and push for level 6 and continue to play the game more. And for some, I think I've only got like 800 hours on CS, so I'm still very early days in my in-depth learning of this, but this has been a huge stepping stone to help me get on that way and get over that early influx of so much information you have to take on. Pre-fire is the main one, and I would run through, everyone will say run through every single map that's in the rotation, but realistically, if you're playing matchmaking, you can just remove the maps you don't want to play. So, for example, if you don't want to play Nuke or Mirage, don't bother learning Nuke or Mirage and Pre-Fire, because you can just not play them in matchmaking. If, however, you're playing Face It and you're playing solo, there's a high chance you're going to play something like Mirage, so it would still be good learning it. If, however, you've got a 5-stack ready to go and you guys agree you're not going to play Mirage or Nuke, that's the 2 maps you don't want to play, then go and practice every other map for it. So the main takeaway from this is you want to use Pre-Fire. Pre-Fire is such a good tool. It's what's helped me get my accuracy up, my headshot percentage up. Literally everything if I go on to Leatify is on the rise since I started using this. So it's so incremental into my warm-up and how I've been improving on CS. I just need to shine some light on it, because honestly, it's a fantastic piece of software. And that's the video, so guys. So as I mentioned in the middle of it, you can use my code FOZ to get 15% off if you want to test out Refrag and sort of see the amazing capabilities that it can bring to you. But outside of that, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button if you're around here for some more regular CS content, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.